We spend our whole lives leading up to perimenopause being told basically to work out harder, more intense, more is better. So it's no surprise when we hit perimenopause and we see our bodies changing, we start to notice a loss of lean muscle mass, our whole body is softening, maybe we're losing strength, we're gaining fat, that we double down, we panic, and we just start to work out harder with more intensity, more often, longer, because that's what we've always done in response to a change in our body composition. The truth is, we require a whole new user's manual for our bodies once we hit perimenopause and menopause, and that's because of the hormonal shifts that we go through. The loss of estrogen and progesterone literally changes our body's physiology. Our bodies no longer respond favorably to prolonged stress. But in my humble opinion, the Pilates-based movement that you're doing with your Pilates bar is the X factor or the secret sauce when it comes to building and maintaining a truly strong, fit, and functional body in midlife. Normally, estrogen and progesterone actually work together to maintain stability in our joints. Throughout our transition through perimenopause and menopause, as our progesterone, which is the first to decline, you're going to notice that it bottoms out first by a long shot usually, but then estrogen, you know, as it's kind of doing this in perimenopause, and then it really just takes a plummet in menopause, and then until postmenopause when everything's just leveled out but really low, okay? When we are without estrogen and progesterone, we no longer have that maintenance of connective tissue integrity in our joints, and they become destabilized, inflamed, and primed for injury. Think about your body as a really expensive Italian leather handbag, like the most expensive, beautiful, soft leather handbag you've ever seen in your whole life. The leather itself would represent all of your big mover muscles, your glutes, your quads, your pecs, your lats, your erector spinal muscles, all of those big mover muscles. That's going to be the leather part of your handbag. Whereas the stitching of the handbag are all of your deep core muscles, your deep stabilizing muscles. What happens if the stitching comes apart? Your whole bag falls apart, right? It's the same thing with our bodies. If we're not working primarily to maintain our deep core strength, our deep stability, we're not stabilizing our joints, everything starts to fall apart. We start to experience way more injuries. Think about the people who go straight into CrossFit when they hit perimenopause or menopause without having their core trained, without doing exercises like you guys are doing with the Pilates bar. So the work you're doing with your Pilates bar is creating a really strong foundation so you can then go on to build strength in your larger mover muscles much more efficiently and without injury. This is the work that gives your body functional strength and ease of movement. We're not trying to figure this out in a vacuum, right? We're still have our crazy, demanding, overwhelming lives to deal with while our bodies are changing head to toe, inside and out. And this isn't a race. Our goal is just to build consistency over time. Consistency is always key, right? If you're totally overwhelmed and you're starting from scratch, just start with daily walks, however long you can make them, and your Pilates bar workouts. For perimenopausal and menopausal women, walking is actually a highly effective fat burner. And then if you're going to add that in with all of the deep core stabilizing work that you're doing with your Pilates bar, that is a win-win. As you gain more comfort with what you're doing with the walking and your Pilates bar workouts, maybe then you slowly start to introduce some lifting if you're not lifting yet. You want to go at a pace that you're comfortable with, and you want to make sure that you build your body from the inside out, from that deep core first, before you jump to lifting, if lifting is new for you, like we already mentioned, so that you can avoid the injuries that will knock you back months, if not years. And our bodies take a lot longer to heal now. Our joints have a lot less blood flow to them. Listen to your body and don't push it too hard, and go at your own pace and really build things from the inside out, and then you start to layer on the lifting, the hit, the sit, okay? You don't have to start it all at once, and I don't recommend that if you are starting from scratch. So really learn to listen to your body, and remember that rest and recovery is just as important as the workouts that you're doing, honestly, if not more at this point, because of how stress sensitive our bodies are. I cannot emphasize that point enough. And if you want to know another little secret on fat burning, for those of us in menopause, whether it's coming into peri or you're already post, did you know that non-exercise activity, it's called NEAT, N-E-A-T, it's called non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Basically, it's all the movement that you're doing throughout your day that is not a workout, okay? okay? It's the housework. It's how many times you're taking the stairs in your house all day long. It's parking further away from the grocery store to walk a little further. It's taking the stairs at an apartment building or whatever instead of the elevator. All those things add up. It actually accounts for 15% of your calorie expenditure versus 5% is what your actual workouts account for, okay? So that's triple, 3 times more effective. Your body burning fat is just the random movement that you're doing all day. But these Pilates bar workouts are extremely effective. So like I said, if you're starting from scratch and you're overwhelmed, walk every day. What I really did design the menopause workouts around is a combination of the strength training with the Pilates bar deep stability training. It is the best combination ever. So I hope that you really enjoy those workouts. So just remember, you really have to read how your body's feeling, because with an elevation in cortisol, like a natural elevation in cortisol, our bodies are not tolerating the stress in a way that they used to. So you will notice if your body is not tolerating it well, you're not going to recover very well, you're going to stay fatigued, the muscle aches aren't going to go away, you're going to notice that you need to pull back. Just keep that in mind. Start the strength training when you can safely, but start your Pilates bar training before that if you haven't started your lifting yet, and build that foundation, and then you just put one foot in front of the other. You're good to go, guys, okay? It's not super complicated. It's kind of nice that we get to pull back a bit, because we really do have to work smarter and not harder. Harder is not going to work for us anymore. It does not work for us. Everything's going to be okay. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and do your Pilates bar workouts, because I'm not joking. That's a great foundation and super effective and really fun.